I remember that audition perfectly. I don't know why, but I remember walking in and I was like, okay, New York Film Academy again, yay, because like I've auditioned there many times for various like student films and short films and stuff. Um, but I remember going into the room and I was stoked as fuck. I was like, okay, like, yeah, I feel it. Like, there's something going on, but I feel something. And you're like, oh, you're early. I'm not ready. I remember, like, you're like, oh, read because I read um, for John's part at first. I read for the father first, and then you're like, oh wait, here, have Melissa's bit, and then that was the part. Which segment was it? It was like I think it was the kitchen scene or something, but I didn't have very much dialogue at all, and then you're like, okay, now just say this, but like as like in I can't remember if you were saying that I should be like angry or enraged or something, but there was like a specific note that you're like just you are like losing your child. And I just remember screaming at the end, like, and I walked out and like the people who were waiting for other auditions just like turned and looked at me and I was like, hi. And I just like walked out, smoked a cigarette in the park, and I was like, oh my god. But yeah, I don't know why I just remember that day very, very well. And then like after that, reading the script, I didn't want to prepare Melissa as just a victim because she's stronger than that. So obviously, like considering the circumstances of the abusive relationship, I decided to go more towards like, okay, like it's not about me anymore. It's about my boys, and I want to make sure that they are, healthy and happy and strong, and take care of them, because him and I are long done. I knew that, and I think he knew that as well. But that was a decision I made to not have any affection towards him really, because I just want our boys to be, healthy and happy. And so that was where I based all of my decisions off of, is because that was like my objective throughout the entire film, basically, like as a broad objective, is just to make sure that they are okay. He can, sort out his own issues, but like, and then in the end, everything that I live for is taken away from me. So that's like climax, and then just plateaus, and so it's just like, well, what does she do now? And there were times that I almost feel like she wanted to give up because she could, but it's like, why would she? She has her kids, and that's enough for her. But there are times throughout the film that I feel like you portray her vulnerability and her like conflict with that, like when we film the bathtub scene or in the car. It's just like, because I'm human too. It's not like this like for as much as I wanted her to be just absolutely like invincible, like all moms and women are, I just, there are times where you're just so tired and scared and conflicted, you can't help it. So I think you did a really great job at like capturing some really vulnerable moments of mine, and it was just a pleasure to share with everyone in this film. So even you.